I just wanted to sit down and actually film this, but I sat in front of the tree for you. I hope that helps, but I haven't uploaded in a while. So hi, my name is Amy and this is Gish Gets Fit. And as you can see by the title, today I'm talking about something that is actually really hard for me to talk about, and I've been putting this video off for a while, but I feel like for me, I need to post this and I need to record it and I need to have this documented to see how far I've come in a year or so. So I made a long list of things I want to talk about in this video, and I'm probably going to say a lot, which I don't usually, and also I'm a mess. I work from home and this is what I wore today, so this is what you're working with. So today I'm going to be talking about being 100 pounds overweight, PCOS, anxiety and depression, and where we're going and where this channel is going. So get a beverage, get a snack if you want. I have my Hydro Flask. I have a new addition to the family, by the way, you guys haven't met. This is Cleo. She was much smaller when we got her, but she's our little new fur baby. Isn't she cute? Say hi. Okay. Anyway, so first thing is I am 100 pounds overweight officially. I weigh 260 pounds, which, and this is not open for comments on this part, but I feel like I look okay for 260. I don't know, weight is just a number, and I carry my weight so differently. I carry my weight like my father, so I have mostly my weight in my stomach, and so I carry my weight just differently. So I weigh 260 pounds, and honestly, it's so hard to figure out how I got here. So when I was in high school in 10th grade, I was playing tennis, and I was running several miles a day, playing tennis for several hours a day, and going to tournaments, and you know, being active. On the weekends I was playing tennis, and then I was in the summer I was lifeguarding. And I was teaching tennis lessons to kids, and I was swimming. I was teaching swimming lessons, so I was doing laps. And I was really healthy. I wasn't extremely thin. I was still on the thicker side, I would think, for that profession, I guess. But I was healthy, and I was relatively thin, but I was healthy. That's like the key thing. And so I have been thinking, how did I end up here? And if I can find a picture, which I have them on Instagram, but I can download a picture or try to put it in or something, but it's like, that was 2013, so 7 years. So how in 7 years have I come here? And I'm like super fidgety and stuff, but how did I get to 100 pounds overweight in 7 years? And they say college does it, and definitely did. I was pretty active the first bit in college. I didn't play like college sports or anything, but I went to a campus. I went to UAB, University of Alabama at Birmingham, which is in downtown Birmingham. And I walked a lot. It's set in the middle of downtown. So I was walking quite a ways to a lot of my classes and to my dorm. And I didn't want to drive a lot, so I did walk a lot. I was working at Chick-fil-A, which means I was eating a lot of Chick-fil-A, but I was also standing up and working and sweating a lot. So I was pretty active the first bit of college, but I think this really happened. I'm gonna blame it on organic chemistry. When I started getting super stressed out in college, probably about my second year. I've always had anxiety. I've been on anxiety medicine since I was 15. Had panic attacks at a very young age in high school. I did well in high school. Like I said, I was active. I stopped being active after about 10th grade. Even through senior year though, I was pretty lean and I felt good about myself. And I've never been super skinny. I've never been a skinny girl or anything like that. Not really built that way. I don't have that kind of metabolism, but I started eating a lot of Chick-fil-A. And being on my feet less. So I transitioned jobs at Chick-fil-A to a director, and I wasn't always standing and running around and doing the things I had been doing. And then we moved to Florida and I got a desk job, and I didn't continue being active. And then this year I found out that I have PCOS. And if you don't know what PCOS is, it's polycystic ovary syndrome. And I figured that maybe that had been it for most of my life, since I was 15. Maybe that had been a lot of the issues. I had a lot of things going on, and maybe that had been it, but never really wanted to consider it until I got some blood work done, and I found out I had really high testosterone, and obviously I'm overweight, and I had been having trouble sleeping all of a sudden, and my anxiety, of course, it's actually at the worst it had been. And I was having all of these feelings and things, and when they said that I had PCOS, she kind of said it nonchalant, but I knew what that actually meant. She didn't have to tell me. I have a degree in public health. I went through biomedical sciences. Like, I knew what it was. And the fact that I feel like I've let my own body down in a way is the hardest part, I think. I feel like I've let myself down, but PCOS, because of what it is, you can gain a lot of weight on it. So I'm like genetically predispositioned to not be such a thin person, but it's easy to gain weight and hard to lose weight. So when I found that out, I never experienced depression before in my life, ever. I didn't know what it felt like. And I felt that way for a bit. And didn't sleep, didn't really move, didn't want to eat, didn't want to do anything, and never felt that way. I'm always going 100 miles an hour. I'm always wanting to do stuff, to be places, to cook. I didn't cook. I didn't want to eat. My husband would warm up lunch or something, and I just wouldn't eat it. And I never understood what being depressed could feel like. And for those that live with it constantly, I don't understand that. But now that I do understand how it feels, I think that I'm going to be able to help a lot more people in just like my daily conversations, and that people that have it, and I can relate, and I can be empathetic. And it's hard, and it was so painful to go through, and PCOS can affect fertility, and I've never been somebody that's dreamt of being a mom or having kids, but I've always wanted the option, and I don't like that the option may be taken away from me. Now, there are tons of people, tons of women that have PCOS that have kids and had no problems getting pregnant or anything like that. But I don't know if that's me, and we don't want kids right now, so that's fine. But yeah, that's something I've been struggling with, is maybe not having that option to even have kids. So that's really kind of tough to sit there and think about all of these things that you just assumed your life would be, and then they're not. I will say though that a lot of women with PCOS have blood sugar issues, or pre-diabetic, or on the way to type 2 diabetes. Right now my blood sugar is perfect, so I'm very thankful for that. My cholesterol, my triglycerides are a little high, which is totally normal. Blood pressure, mine is just fine. So there are some concerns like cardiovascular disease and diabetes. Right now that's all fine, but that can change. But I think the hardest thing on this has been the mental strain. And because my hormones are so messed up and the testosterone's so high and everything, the anxiety is so real. And we're living in 2020, so I feel like the anxiety would be real no matter what. But it is just so overwhelming sometimes. I did start seeing a therapist online through what my company offers. So I have been going that way and seeking help, and I have a health coach and things like that. So I'm doing those things, but I just wanted to be really real and kind of share like what my life is actually like. So anyway, the hardest I keep saying the hardest part, but like another thing too that I don't talk about a lot, and I don't know if anybody else has ever felt this way, but one of the hard things for me is I'm nauseated almost every time I eat. And this is not because of PCOS, this is because of anxiety, and I had stomach ulcers when I was in 7th grade, and so I get nauseated almost every time I eat when I wake up. It's really annoying mostly. Yeah, it's just annoying to be nauseated like 24/7, and not even like, I know with being pregnant, a lot of people obviously get morning sickness. My cat is messing with my tree if you see me reaching back. Get morning sickness, but like I don't even get a kid at the end of this. I'm just nauseated for no reason all of the time. So that's real annoying. I was put on medication for it several years ago, 3 times a day as a proton pump inhibitor, and I just decided I wasn't going to do that. So apparently I took the nausea over that. So yeah. So what can I do? Why am I here? Why am I making this video? What is this about? So I'm 100 pounds overweight. I have PCOS, anxiety. I've went through depression. Where the heck are we supposed to go? So my doctor said, and that's a cat tail, by the way, that just came and hit you. She said, you need to exercise more, like 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. I said, great. That's what I grew up knowing, obviously. But doing that is much harder than it sounds, especially when you're accustomed to not exercising. Yeah, that's kind of scary. I really want to get a treadmill, so fingers crossed that'll be something that happens the next few months. Maybe I can get a treadmill, but she really wants me to walk. She said even losing a little bit of weight would help. So, and I really want this to be about health, because I've always wanted to lose the weight and look good, but this time my life is on the line essentially, with the pre-diabetic stuff potentially, and the cardiovascular disease, and not having kids, and it's just so much that I can't afford not to lose the weight. Now, the hard thing is PCOS really wants to retain the weight, so it's going to be very difficult for me to lose it. And I'm making this because I'm really hoping that there are other people there too who are on this journey, something similar, trying to lose the weight. Whatever your reason is, it's hard, and I want to be accountable. I do have a health coach that I see. I do have my doctor and everything like that, but I want to do this because, well, I need to do this, honestly. But it's going to be really hard to lose the weight because of my genetic composition. Great, thank you. It's like self-sabotage, literally. So what am I going to do to lose 100 pounds? I'm going to exercise more. Now, I'm not going to be setting an exercise goal right now for next year because I just don't know what that's going to look like. I've got to really think about it and come up with a plan. But on January 1st, 2021, I'm going vegan 100%, high carb, low fat, vegan. And as whole food as I can be. I'm not going to completely eliminate regular pasta just yet. I think that's one of the main, manufactured products I'm going to be eating. Tofu is kind of whole foods, but it's processed to a bit. So I'm going to be eating a couple of those things, and I'm just going to do my best. But I am going to be going vegan 100%, high carb, low fat, as whole food as possible. I have read The Starch Solution by Dr. McDougall, and I'm going to be doing some videos about that and where I'm getting my resources and my information and how all this works. And there's going to be more of a scientific video and everything too. But going vegan, and I'm so nervous that I'm going to fail. And I'm so scared that I'm not going to do well. And I'm so scared that I can't do this. But I have such a great support system. And I know that with God, all things are possible. And I am excited though to see what I can do. And when I watch this video next year, what a difference there is. And I'm on the mend mentally, and I've got a new position at work and I'm excited, and a lot of things are changing for the good. And my husband and I are doing Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace, and so there's a lot kind of happening, but a lot that I'm excited for. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm going vegan. I'm going vegan for so many reasons, and if you want an actual video about that, I'd be happy to make one. But anyway, so my goal is to lose 100 pounds. It's not gonna happen in 1 year. That's a lot, obviously. No. But I'm 260. I would like to see 200 by the end of next year. I think that's a lot, but I think it's doable. So my goal is 200 by the end of next year. And then we'll go from there, obviously. And I've been watching High Carb Hannah and Plentiful Kiki and Chelsea May Cullen, and so many great vegan YouTubers, Pick Up Limes, Avant-Garde Vegan. But High Carb Hannah and Plentiful Kiki are really the ones that are kind of inspiring me, and I'm reading the books and I'm doing the research, and I just want to be healthy and be the best version of myself that I can be. So what can you expect in this channel? You can expect a lot of recipes and what I eat in a day, and grocery hauls, and maybe some fitness videos once I figure out kind of what direction I'm gonna go there. And then obviously still some home and lifestyle videos, but it's gonna be a lot of food, a lot of recipes, and what I eat in a day, and grocery hauls. I wanna do some budget grocery challenges. I love watching those like $5 meal challenges and stuff. I think is super fun. So this cat is about to get it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. I thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And I can't wait to officially, I guess, restart this journey. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye.